The Hong Kong property market has been very slow over the last 2.5 years. And even to recently, when the market is seeing a little bit more positive signs towards a free travel or release of some of the measures. But the sentiment is still relatively slow at the moment. To a large extent, that's because of the recent interest rate hike, which affects a lot of the investment momentum. So transaction volume has been slow, particularly in the office market where vacancy pressure is pretty high. And the market is also facing a supply boom at the moment. So investors are not particularly paying a lot of attention to the office market. However, in some other sectors like the retail market, the hotel market, or even the industrial market where investors are seeing more positive stories, then they are still pretty keen in buying this kind of properties.
In the office space market, just give me some numbers if you could. Could you put some numbers on that, the scale of that imbalance that you just mentioned in terms of the incoming supply and the demand?
Sure. The vacancy level is very high. At the moment, we are running at 12.5% of vacancy rate. So this is the highest that Hong Kong has ever seen. In terms of demand, then the market has been running on negative net absorption for more than 2 years by now. So this is also the longest down cycle in Hong Kong's office market history.
Do you see that changing much? I mean, it's an interesting situation, isn't it? Because it's not simply a market supply and demand situation anymore. What we have seen has been the removal of some of the demand by companies just leaving the country. And this is a structural shift in the way it operates, right? Is there any likelihood we're going to see a wholesale return of major multinationals into Hong Kong demanding office space? Or is this going to be an ongoing problem?
No, we don't have too much solid evidence to say that there were a lot of companies leaving Hong Kong. I think the high vacancy situation and the negative net absorption situation was largely because of economic reasons. So over the last 2.5 years, the global economy, and particularly the Hong Kong economy as well, has been very difficult. So companies have been very, very cost cautious towards their office needs. Not to mention that policies like work from home has reduced the demand for general office space. So the contraction in office sector demand, it's largely driven by economic reasons rather than the so-called story that companies are leaving Hong Kong to other countries. We have not seen too much evidence on that.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.